This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 723. I'm officially in holiday mode by Kristin Wong of thewildwong.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your very own personal narrator. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great start to your new week. And welcome to Optimal Living Daily, where I narrate the best blogs I can get permission from to help you optimize your life. And this episode is brought to you by LinkedIn Learning, the online learning platform with thousands of expert-led video tutorials to help you build your business, tech, and creative skills. LinkedIn Learning now features content from lynda.com, the leader in online learning for the past 20 years. For a free 30-day trial, visit linkedin.com/optimal and start achieving more today. I got another post for you from Kristin Wong, which has a quick reference to a favorite holiday movie of mine, which coincidentally I got to see very recently. I'll tell you more about that at the end. So for now, let's jump right in as we optimize your life. I'm officially in holiday mode by Kristin Wong of thewildwong.com. So I just don't feel like working. And this time it's not because I'm stuck in a rut or because I'm depressed or anything like that. I'm in full-blown holiday mode, completely caught up in that end-of-the-year vibe that makes me want to do nothing but wind down with some hot cocoa by the fireplace while I ruminate on what remains of 2017 and mentally prepare for doing big things in 2018. For lack of a better phrase, it's like my brain is hibernating from productivity. But alas, I do not have the luxury of not doing shit. Until I'm massively wealthy or at least financially independent, it must still be done. Editors want articles. Comcast wants me to pay my bill. The world turns, so I must continue to churn out the work, which is hard to do when you want to hibernate. If you're on the same page, you know it's a challenge to force yourself to work when you just don't want to. Here are 3 things that are working for me. Work in increments. It's easier to write a sentence than it is an entire article, so I focus on finishing a sentence at a time, which is very easy to do. Similarly, you could focus on working for merely an hour at a time. Lie to yourself. Tell yourself that's all the work you have to worry about getting done today, just 1 measly hour. You can do that, right? Lying to yourself seems ridiculous, I know. But once you finish that little hour, the momentum makes it easier to finish the next one, then the next, and so on until that TPS report is done. This is why, despite how frequently I've already recommended it, I'm going to once again suggest the Pomodoro technique. It's a magic bullet for procrastination. Work in 25-minute increments, take a 5-minute break, repeat 3 times, then treat yourself to a longer 30-minute break. Watch a scene from Home Alone, drink some hot cocoa, make a gingerbread house. That time is yours. Emotionally detach from work. If workaholism is a thing, make no mistake about it, I am a workaholic. But this kind of rut is less about burnout and more about a lack of motivation and willpower. My usually work-centric mind is elsewhere, and as someone who is very emotionally attached to work, this shift can be jarring. In short, I don't really know how to work without motivation because I almost always have it. However, in a Harvard Business Review article, author Heidi Grant makes an interesting case. You don't need willpower to get stuff done. Quote, in his excellent book, The Antidote, Happiness for People Who Can't Stand Positive Thinking, Oliver Burkeman points out that much of the time when we say things like, I just can't get out of bed early in the morning, or I just can't get myself to exercise, what we really mean is that we can't get ourselves to feel like doing these things. After all, no one is tying you to your bed every morning. Intimidating bouncers aren't blocking the entrance to your gym. Physically, nothing is stopping you. You just don't feel like it. But as Berkman asks, who says you need to wait until you feel like doing something in order to start doing it? Think about that for a minute, because it's really important. Somewhere along the way, we've all bought into the idea, without consciously realizing it, that to be motivated and effective, we need to feel like we want to take action. We need to be eager to do so. I really don't know why we believe this because it is 100% nonsense. Yes, on some level, you need to be committed to what you are doing. You need to want to see the project finished, or get healthier, or get an earlier start to your day, unquote. When you're emotionally attached to work, however, it can be hard to latch on to this thought. You're hooked on capturing that invigorating drive, and if you don't have it, that becomes the task at hand instead of the actual task at hand. It's helped to take a step back from my work and just see it for what it is, stuff that needs to be written whether I feel like it or not. As Grant says, you need to be committed to getting the thing done, but you don't need to feel like doing it in order to check it off your list. Enjoy micro moments of positivity. On the other hand, detaching from work is easy this time of year because there are so many other things I want to do besides work, like Christmas shopping, or writing cards, or wrapping presents. I'll admit I'm a cheesy, holiday spirit kind of person. I love this time of year, and I always want to soak it in because these few weeks just go by so fast. And then it's January and we're right back to the grind. One simple trick that's helped me live in the moment and still get done: treat myself to small holiday-related indulgences. For me, it's usually a cup of hot chocolate after lunch, even if it is 85 degrees in LA. This way, I don't feel like I'm missing out on the moment. Here's another way of thinking about it. Barbara Fredrickson, a researcher who studies happiness and relationships, argues that love is not really an everlasting, always present emotion. We don't really experience love that way, she says, at least as an emotion. Instead, we feel love in micro moment of positivity resonance. Here's how The Atlantic explains it, quote, "You can experience these micro moments with your romantic partner, child, or close friend. But you can also fall in love, however momentarily, with less likely candidates, like a stranger on the street, a colleague at work, or an attendant at a grocery store." Louis Armstrong put it best in It's a Wonderful World when he sang, "I see friends shaking hands, saying, 'How do you do?' They're really saying, 'I love you,'" unquote. Whether you agree or not when it comes to love, I do think happiness is found in those micro moments. So even if you're not a holiday person, a focused 5-minute break can be pretty powerful. And now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to watch a cheesy Hallmark movie. You just listened to the post titled, "I'm Officially in Holiday Mode" by Kristin Wong of thewildwong.com. And this episode is brought to you by LinkedIn Learning, now featuring content from lynda.com, the leader in online learning for the past 20 years. LinkedIn Learning is for problem solvers, for creators, for people who want to make things happen. Whether you run your own business, freelance, or just have a side hustle, everything you need to achieve more is on LinkedIn Learning. A successful entrepreneur is constantly learning, and LinkedIn Learning offers courses to strengthen every aspect of your business. They offer finance and accounting courses, including dozens of tutorials on QuickBooks and Excel, web development and design courses, including Google Analytics, and the entire suite of Adobe software, and marketing courses that cover everything from AdWords to content marketing and SEO. LinkedIn Learning has courses for all experience levels, covering a wide range of technical skills, creative techniques, business strategies, and more. As a business owner myself, I always find myself needing to learn new software or learning certain features of programs I already use. Like when I did my green screen video, I had never even opened up After Effects before. I checked out LinkedIn Learning's course on it, and it would have saved me so much time. It's great because you can skip to the sections you want to learn about and go at your own pace. There are no hidden charges or upsells. Access all the courses you want, all for one monthly price, available worldwide. Learn from anywhere, from your computer, tablet, or mobile device. And we've got a special deal for you. You can get a free 30-day trial with LinkedIn Learning today by visiting linkedin.com/optimal. That's linkedin.com/optimal, all lowercase, and we thank them for sponsoring this podcast. So at the top of the show, I was mentioning that I just saw a movie that was Home Alone. I got to see it with my family on the day after Thanksgiving, and then I read Kristin's post after, and she referenced it, all coincidence. It's a great movie. It's really held up over the years. Anyway, with it being December now, I'm going to have more posts related to the holidays, gift giving, all that kind of stuff, but also our regular kind of content. Tomorrow will be holiday related. So with that, have a great start to your week, and I'll see you tomorrow with another holiday post and where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.